Hello everybody, today we're going to make some leek and potato soup. For this recipe we'll need 4 medium potatoes, 2 leeks, about 500 grams, 1 medium onion. We're going to make some stock, vegetable stock from stock cubes, and we've got seasoning, garlic and mixed herbs. So I've started by preparing the leeks. Top and tail the leeks, slice a short slice down the side so that you can thoroughly wash and get rid of any mud or grit or dirt from the leeks, and then finely chop them as I have done in the bowl here. Once we've done the leeks, we'll then peel and wash the potatoes and chop them up. So we've peeled, washed and diced the potato, peeled and diced the onion, and popped some either oil. I've used Fry Light today, or you can use, if you're feeling indulgent, use butter or margarine or any vegetable oil. Pop the onions in the pan, start browning off just on a medium heat, and pop the other vegetables in with it to soften them up. So pop those into the pan for now. I'll pop the lid on and then we'll leave those for a few minutes just to soften off before we add the stock. So we've got our veg softening in the pan for about 5 minutes or so. Make sure it doesn't catch on the bottom. While we're waiting for that, we've popped the stock cubes in a jug and we'll put in about a pint of boiling water. We can always add more if we need it, and we can always simmer it off if it's too watery. So that's the stock ready to go in. So we've added the stock. We'll pop the lid on and bring that to the boil. Once it's boiling, then we'll turn the heat down and let it simmer for about 25 minutes or so, but just keep checking it, give it a quick stir, make sure nothing's catching on. We won't add any more salt at this point, but I will put in a little bit more seasoning, maybe it's a bit extra herbs, just a little sprinkling, and potentially, if you like it, a little bit of garlic as well. So we'll just add a few little herbs in there, just out of the packet. Give it a little bit extra taste. Give it a quick stir around. You can, at this point, if you want to make it a bit more creamy, add some milk, just a little splash, maybe it's 1/4 of a pint, or you can add the milk at a later stage. We'll add ours a little bit later. So we're bubbling and simmering away nicely, just about there. I'm going to add about 200 ml or 1/4 of a pint of semi-skimmed milk. That will just make it a little bit creamier and a little bit smoother. So pop that in. So another few minutes while the milk heats up, and then we'll be ready to blend it, or ready just to eat as it is. So after about 25 minutes, your potatoes should be cooked, depending how small you chop them. Your leeks will be nicely reduced and softened, and your soup is actually ready to eat. If you want a smoother soup, you can put it through a blender, or I actually have a hand blender that I tend to use. So with a hand blender, you just gently pop it into the soup. So there we have it, a simple, delicious and nutritious leek and potato soup. You can freeze it or you can keep it in the fridge for a couple of days, but you'll certainly get at least 3, 4, maybe more servings out of that. Enjoy!